Well, the 27-year-old American had a career high of number 4. Primarily because of the serve of Fritz.
Well, I mean, Fritz is a much better version at this stage of their respective careers than Kaboli. Well, Machac overpowered Kaboli.
How does Machac get Fritz moving side to side is a question he's got to answer. Because if he leaves anything hanging, boys, good night. That forehand's going to finish things off for Fritz.
He's hitting the target early on serve. An ace to seal the opening game for Team America. Well, that is an improved part of the Fritz repertoire over the last 3 or 4 seasons. And the movement in particular, the speed has improved dramatically. Mahac's getting dealt.
The leader from a results standpoint, first to win a Masters 1000. Did that at Indian Wells, beat Nadal in the final.
Oh, this is good tennis from Fritz early on.
That is a really nice metaphor for how steady he's been with his progress, how steady he's been with his consistent output and concentration, and he's been very professional from the jump.
And it takes one strike of the forehand, and Team USA off to a flyer in this men's singles.
He is a dogged competitor.
If you know the United States, the department stores.
Some people that come from privilege, the reason that they're in a privileged situation is their parents worked hard to get there.
Well said, Jim.
You see players like Jessica Pegula and Emma Navarro, whose families are extremely successful. Might get watered down eventually, but it hasn't with Taylor.
And what a great start for Team USA. Seals his second service game. Like Team Czechia and Machac to get on the board here.
It's impressive. It's really impressive. Do you know what I love, Jim? I don't know what his average rally position was in Perth.
This is what he was doing in Perth, according to our data. He was about 3 meters or so.
Incorporated in the last couple of seconds. I was curious about the actual rally hit point.
Gotcha.
Couple of game points very quickly back to down a break point. Saves it there.
Number 26 in his time on tour. Number 3 in doubles. Impressive career. And like a parent who hopes that their children
that helps settle. 2 breaks would have been a bit of a disaster. Now he's still in this first set.
And Taylor's up significantly on his speeds tonight so far. And hasn't made too many mistakes, even with the additional pace.
It's on the Challenger circuit. 110 wins to 54 losses there. He's gone down and he's played matches.
The American, see if he can't extract another error. Forehand looks immense, as does the serve.
Oh, that was very well disciplined from Machac there. Machac.
His baseline exchange here, primarily a cross-court backhand contest until Machac decides to change it, drive it down the line, and Fritz was just a little late getting there. Didn't quite time it. Back on serve here.
Fleeting though.
What was on your plate, Todd?
Just some fruit. Oh, there it is. He's got wheels.
This passing shot is quad-tastic. Slides out into it. Good flexibility and a great flick of the wrist. Strong legs getting him into position. And a huge amount of talent. There might be some posters of that on some kids' walls someday.
Well, he's certainly settled in, hasn't he?
And we're wondering, is it just a momentary blip? It actually looks like it was much more of a premonition than anything else.
He's not going to get that one.
And looking after his body, helping him get healthy, Machac.
One of the key things for Fritz to remember here, and he's learned the lesson, is many, many others, including myself, and he would say, never stand and admire your own shot. The point that set up break point. You've got to be prepared for every single ball to come back against Machac. But that's a very nice bounce back indeed. A clean game, holds to love.
13-15.
And for Machac, it was his best as well. He made the 4th round. We lost to Britain's Jack Draper.
Again, team chicken.
Fritz is going to be seeded number 4.
In terms of his seeding, Jim, as well as you just said, because if he wins this, I think he'll be a top 24 seed for the first time.
Oh, that's clever. The shoulders, because this was quick to get in. That was a good volley, and then Fritz just uses a lot of left hand to get the racket head around the outside of the ball and just delicately rolls it cross court. No panic from the American. It's another love game for Taylor Fritz, and we are on serve. This is an entertaining opening set. It is 5-4.
Back to the middle off of a wide serve. Sure did. What's the one rule that you want changed? He wants on-court coaching gone. Probably because he's one of the better analytical minds in the sport.
He can work it out.
It's an advantage for him, disadvantage for...
He's so good at sneaking. As soon as he sees his opponent's off balance, bang, those first 2 steps to come in are some of the best in the game. As soon as he knew that Taylor Fritz had to take that hand off the racket on the 2-hander, he was in.
And there's the benefit of going against your pattern. Just every now and then, Fritz clearly covering the middle.
Advantage, team chicken.
Matches, they're willing to do that. They trust themselves more. He's earned the right to go for that serve based on his results here in Sydney. What a save.
Aesthetically pleasing game and the power, but boy, doesn't he compete well.
Ranked player. This guy believes he belongs. They don't like America. That list is long, Bench. And we've earned it.
Ben Shelton, the only man that's got him in those 16 matches in Madrid on the clay.
He's very happy to go toe-to-toe with Fritz. Another good service game from the American. So holds to 15. We might. Well, in the commentary box here, we both looked at each other saying, That bounce smash there.
Game team chicken.
You might call that forehand just a little tight. Some tension. Smothers it.
1-0. Team United States.
What do you see?
The mundane may get it done.
That second serve was so close.
It's the same, Petch, that's the same type of battle that Fritz.
I mean, I like the play from Taylor just to keep asking the question, see how patient Machac is going to be. But the man from Czechia,
3-2.
just because he lost that other point doesn't mean what he was doing was wrong.
Especially for Team Czechia.
Alexander Shevchenko of Kazakhstan. That was part of Poland's 2 points they needed.
It took him 53 minutes to dispatch Flavio Caboli in the quarterfinals too.
Yeah.
And he needs a one. Finishes it off with an ace.
Team Czechia.
What a comeback in the opening set from Tomas Machac. From love 3 down, fights his way to take it in the tiebreak. 7 points to 4.
7 games to 6.
Once again, he beats March. Backhand cross court. This is very clever, Petch.
He loves the shot. His backhand is very flexible, and again, just holds it. He allows Machac to just kind of make a little bit of a move here. It's a bit too much weight on his outside, on his right leg. Can't get back to cover that.
Dampened the court.
If you watched Machac play last fall, a great story in ATPtour.com. You should always check there for good stories on your favorite players, and also just a lack of practice. He stays healthy. He doesn't get sick. It's remarkable.
14-13.
Well, from 15-30 down, it's a big serving.
From coughing too much. We just happened to be sitting in the player restaurant having a chat with some friends, and she was nearby, and we were talking about Machac, and I said, I saw her, I was like, your player is How in the world does she know that? She just saw it, and she's not wrong. Right exactly where I've been having trouble.
I've been wanting to do that for years, Jim.
Well, that's a good point. As that drifts wide.
There's a few who wanted your throat.
Yeah, me too.
15-30.
One saved.
With no limits. And Helen was coaching Danielle on what to do. What in the world?
Advantage Team United States. Game
Gee, that's a nice recovery from 15-40. The serve finds its mark, and
Yeah, Coco talked about changing strings. I'll be interested to see Taylor's philosophy on that. Not everybody likes to change.
He said that the conditions felt a little slower here, which Taylor actually liked. Taylor likes a slower hard court tournament. His biggest title is on one of the slowest hard courts of the year at Indian Wells because
always an interesting tournament at Indian Wells when you talk about conditions, because slow court, fast air during the day, desert.
New balls, please.
The crowd.
Service game, whether it's physically he's frustrated with how he's feeling and he feels as though that's going to have an impact as we go through the runway of this second set, and he's already kind of,
he not only has to win this match, he also has to help win the mixed doubles.
will it be unwise to not stay in the moment right now, because as you've been saying, Jim, Taylor Fritz, one of the great competitors out there on the tour. It's not always a direct correlation.
He wins the toe-to-toe battle off the back end.
Fritz finds a forehand to figure out the problem for now.
So tough to read that serve. He throws it quite far to the right, and there has to be an element of you as a returner that starts leaning to your right to try and cut off the slider. That's the one shot he didn't have in his suitcase when he travelled the world prior to last year. It's early days, Tom.
Got to be careful who you hang around with.
He did it. The lefty forehand. That's not the first time we've seen it in this tournament.
That shot has been an expensive illusion for Taylor.
Quick service game will certainly play this second set. If he doesn't get it, it starts to eat.
Good leave. It was perilously close to the line.
Sensational.
Fritz regrets hitting this drop shot. He changed his grip early, and that allowed Machac to get going early to it. But this finesse was special. Slides into it, steals the break. It's a set in 4-2.
Special things.
Excuse me.
He's been the revelation in this tournament on the men's side by some margin. That's a tough feeling if you're the number 4 player. Time and time again in this tournament.
Super game from Love 15 down. No nerves there. Is a game away from a very famous victory. 5-2, second set.
It's getting tough on him. He goes to bigger targets and tries to wait players out. He tries to do what he's doing now, which is to play to safe spaces and wait for his opposition's level to drop. And against center, of course. And right now, Machac's level is holding. He's not out of the woods. This is a scary level of tennis, fellas. Even the misses look good.
Yeah. So close yet so far. Tomas Machac, a second match point. And fleetingly taken away once again.
Yes.
So, Taylor Fritz, well done. He hangs in, saves 2 match points, and he puts the pressure back onto March to see if he can serve this out.
Team Czech leads.
get that one back.
Outrageous. That angle does not exist.
Well, Taylor was doing a good job in this rally to change things up, trying to go forehand to forehand, and then from here, no one expected that.
Oh my gosh, that's that strong left hand that he uses on that backhand. Fritz.
Game on.
Team United States.
Taylor Fritz is back in this. He breaks back, and it is 5-4. That's a good response on the opening point from Machac.
He needs to extract pain from Machac. And obviously go for big on your serve. That's a monster weapon. If he has a forehand to swing. From a male perspective that they have, the Czech team in the mixed doubles, that's a lot of tennis ahead of him.
So we're back level in set number 2. Even emotion is put into that because data gives us those numbers. Many things when you're out in the heat of battle. And this is flipping quickly.
Yeah, guess who's winning the longer rallies now? And it's Taylor Fritz dominating.
Fritz rips the forehand, gives himself 3 break points. Broken to love.
United States.
What a huge change in momentum from Taylor Fritz. He gives Machac the body language, runs past him at the net.
He's about to lose this match right here too, because it's hard to see him turning it in the 3rd set. But oh, he's going to quit right here. This match is over. He's walking in. It's done, I think. Yeah, it is. What a abrupt ending. And USA is into the finals in the most extraordinary way.
Well, none of us saw this coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tomas Machac, representing Team Czech, is retiring. Game, set and match. Team United States.
So Team United States are through to the semi-finals, and there will be a lot of questions to be answered from Tomas Machac as he makes his way back to the team zone.